Yo, what's up, stream? This is gonna be kind of a weird video. All things, sort of granted. Some of y'all kind of asked me how I deal with my anxiety and depression, because it occasionally becomes sort of a topic in the stream. I just feel like I'd tell y'all, for those who maybe need to hear exactly what I do, how I cope with it, how I kind of got started in realizing I needed help, etc. For me, it all started when I was really like 11 or 12, when I really took notice of it. Just long story short, I had a heat stroke combined with a panic attack, and a switch flipped in my brain, and I could never relax. I always felt stressed that like something bad was going to happen. And it was basically the start of me having generalized anxiety. Like everything freaked me out. I would look at everyone, think about everyone who I passed, think about things that are going to happen in the future that could be months away, and just, I'd worry about it. And it really doesn't make sense, I know, but I think everyone who kind of has generalized anxiety sort of feels that way. Like, this doesn't make sense that I'm worrying about this, but I need to worry about this, or else something just feels off. Or at least just that's how I feel. Even if I try very hard to not think about something, I can still feel stressed out at the fact that I'm choosing to not think about anything. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I've horrifically put myself in just this totally bad mindset of thinking in this way. And yeah, that's just sort of when it all kind of began, when I was around that age, and with depression kind of following in suit. I just didn't realize I was starting to get depressed until probably high school. But my parents had told me that, I was always a pretty stressed out kid. Things would always make me kind of anxious, so I'm sure it was just kind of bound to happen anyways, because chemical imbalances in the brain can happen, and you can just be very anxious and have depression solely because of that. Not even because anything happened in your life to trigger it, but you just have it. You're just born with it, which sucks, But people come to me and basically ask, hey, like, what do you do? Or like, where did you begin? And for me, my whole kind of journey of starting to want to get better happened, I think, like 8 months ago, roughly around that time as of me making this recording. And I drove over a bridge and I wanted to jump off. Had my hand on the handle and looked down and just thought to myself, man, like that's it. Like, there will be no more worry, no more stress. I could just be at peace. But there's no peace in suicide. And it took me a second to, like, make myself snap out of that mindset of wanting to do this. And I drove straight home to my mom and dad and just asked for help. I told them about how I felt for, 10 plus years. Just all of my ups and downs through high school, through college. And just said I wanted to get help. And I think that's kind of the most important step of where to kind of begin if you're having really bad issues with anxiety and depression, is to just take that first leap and just tell someone, man. Tell anyone. Whether it be a family member, a relative, or like a best friend, or, some sort of mentor who you really look up to. Or even just, through online resources. Someone is always willing to listen. And it's just taking that first step and realizing your self-worth if you're in a really bad headspace. Because once you get past that initial hurdle with telling people that this is how I am, it's really rough, and I need help, someone will be there to help you. And it just gets easier from that point on. Now, the path I took was I took the therapy route. You know, I got a therapist, set up appointments, and went to my therapist. And if you're wanting to go this route, you know, with therapy, therapy's pretty good, but don't be alarmed if you don't like your first therapist. Because my first therapist was dog shit, and I'm probably going to look for a second one pretty soon as of now. I think I need one, even still, just to talk about some things, make sure I'm on, like, the right track of, you know, to healing, or, you know, just vice versa. But, yeah, just never be alarmed if your first therapist is just dog shit, you know? Like, my first therapist I thought was dog shit. She didn't understand any of my hobbies and basically told me to quit all of my hobbies, which is gaming. Gaming, live streaming gives me a lot of happiness, and kind of described it as it being self-destructive, and I'm just like, you're batshit insane. But in reality, she just didn't understand gaming or live streaming, even though I tried very hard to explain to her why gaming and live streaming meant a lot to me, you know, and just was sort of my distraction. Just flew over her head. So I need to find someone else. But, you know, again, just never be alarmed that, you know, you'll have a therapist that's just kind of stinky. Just find another one, you know. It's definitely a slightly irritating process when that happens, but, you know, you can do it. There's just a little bump in the road you have to get over. The next step I took was then going to a psychiatrist to get medicated. And if you can do that and have the insurance to pay for a prescription, by all means, fucking do it. Please, for the love of fucking God. Antidepressants, anti-anxiety medicine, which I'm both on, and a vitamin D supplement. That's really huge. While they're not problem solvers, they have significantly helped in my process of, like, getting better and realizing when I'm being a little too serious or too anxious. I can kind of calm myself down just a little better, you know? And, there's also this incredibly weird stigma that antidepressants or anti-anxiety medicine will make you feel really funny and that you just won't feel the same. Just that's a load of bullshit. Don't listen to those people. I'm still pretty much the same person who I was before. I'm just a little bit happier. And I can, you know, recognize my thoughts a lot better and work myself through issues that I wasn't able to previously a lot better. So just, you know, never feel bad about going on a medication. There's nothing wrong about going on a medication at all in the slightest. But, you know, if you're going to be taking the same path as I do, then the next step that I personally took was self-realization and learning what makes me happy. Because doing things that make you happy, it makes you happy. You feel a lot better. It can get you through your day. So typically at the start of each day, I like to do something that I like. Whether it just be watching some funny YouTube videos, playing a video game for a little bit, or sometimes I write in a journal, or, you know, draw or something like that. You know, like, put your thoughts on paper or put your thoughts into something that you enjoy doing. You know, give yourself a good start to the day, you know. It can really just kind of give you that little kick you need if you feel it's not going to be the greatest, to help you get through it just a little easier. And, you know, with time, that does get easier. And that kind of goes into the next thing that I do, is just self-realization. That you need to realize that you're going to have bad days. That it's not always going to be good. And you have to be your own support system sometimes and tell yourself, like, this is just a bad day. I can get through it, and I can do this, you know? Just anything's possible if you really just truly set your mind to it, and you really truly need to set your mind to getting better in this sort of circumstance. And just, you know, it's gonna be tough as fucking shit. Man, there's no real easy way of saying it. It's gonna be hard, but you can do it. Now, if by chance you can't achieve or obtain medication and it's just not really an option, the road is obviously gonna be harder. Not to say it's impossible, but it will be tough. And you should still do these things I'm going to talk about if you're also on medication as well. But some things I like to do is just, God, go for a walk. 15 minutes a day, 10, 15 minutes a day. Walk around the block or some walking path that you really like. Get some sun, get some fresh air. Just 10, 15 minutes a day. Just go for a walk. You know, get some sunlight. Vitamin D, mega important. You got to get that vitamin dick, baby. Shit's real good. Trust me. Super sick. And, like, work out, you know? And it doesn't even have to be super insane workouts. It can be like 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes every other day. Just do something to be a little active. And when you feel that you can go for a little longer, go for a little longer. I mean, you know, get those endorphins fucking going, brother, you know? Get that shit pumping. Feels really good once you get it to that point, you know? Which is nice. It's very nice. And, yeah, you know, again, just focus on things that you just really love to do that make you feel good. Use it as an outlet of creativity. Or maybe try to find some other creative outlet, you know? Occupy your mind. Because when you do something that you really love doing, man, it feels good. And you kind of ride this little high that can just kind of, you know, go for a while or even the rest of the day. You know, just, it truly is just a matter of focusing on yourself and caring for yourself. Some other things that are really important that I do is I've changed my diet. It's been pretty shit recently, but I'm back on the track to fixing it again. Just don't eat like dog shit, man. Not to say that you can't enjoy some guilty pleasures here and there, you know? But, man. Just don't eat fast food every day. Don't eat like shit every day. Eat something that's like fresh, you know? Eat some fresh foods if you can. If by chance you have to just get fast food and that's just what there is for you, then just get the healthier options, you know, if you can. It can still make a load of difference, and quit drinking all that fucking soda. Not to say that if you love soda, like I do, fucking, you know, you don't have to totally cut it out of your diet. Just slow down. You don't have to, like, just, you know, soda like insane every fucking day of your life, you know? Get that shit pumping through your veins, hardcore. You know, just have one like every other day. But don't take it away from yourself, you know? Don't cut things out of your diet that you truly love. Just kind of hold back on them a little bit, you know? Make it something that you look forward to, you know? That can also be a little bit of motivation as well. Like, if I get to this day, then I can enjoy this, you know? Like, set a schedule. Let alone setting a schedule if you're very anxious and or depressed is also really good, because it also gives this sense of security and control over your life that maybe you felt was just missing a little bit, because I have that issue. You know, I now at this point in my life, I schedule. I like write things down, even if it's something simple like, at this time I will go to this store and pick up this video game. Because if I don't, it just stresses me out, and then I won't do it. I'll put off doing something that I want to do and then just not do it. You know? I think me being so hyper aware of things for a vast majority of my life has just really left me incredibly fucked up. Nonetheless to say. And it's gonna be a long road to recovery. And ironically, the Song of Healing is playing right now. But, or I guess coincidentally. But it's gonna be a long road to recovery. The healing process is tough. It's super hard. And it's okay that it's super hard. And I feel that some people just don't understand it, and that there's just a fix-all button. And that if it's not fixed instantly, then everything's just kind of for nothing, you know? It's like, oh, I'm not getting any progress. Oh, this doesn't feel good. This doesn't feel right. But things just take time, you know? It took me probably a month and a half to 2 months before I really started to feel a change. It was just staying adamant about wanting to change and just, God, feel the fuck better, man. Just shit is hard. And it's okay that it's hard, you know? Because you're not alone at the same token. There are millions of people out there who have the exact same struggle as you and I. You're not in this alone. We're like one and the same. If you're watching this and you have like the same problems, it's normal. Just you move it your pace of what you're comfortable with. Because if you can set yourself to something and a road to wanting to feel better and, talk about your issues to someone and just desire that happiness that you feel is gone, then by God, you can fucking achieve it. The hardest part's just getting started. And, hell, I believe in you. Shit, you can easily get started on that shit. Easily, I guess. It seems a lot easier than, it looks, I guess. It's really not all that easy. But just again, like once you get started, cruising. You're fucking zooming, baby. Lightning McQueen, ka-chow, Just first place, Cars 3 the movie. Insane speed and massive girth. You got this, trust me. Papa bless. And, hell, if I gotta tell you every single day that you can fucking do it, then for the homies in Discord, just ping me in Discord. Just be like, I need to pick me up. Now just say, you fucking got this, brother. I believe in you. 'Cause you got this shit. Anyone on the earth can conquer this kind of issue, this mental wall, this mental struggle. It's just hard as shit. But, you have to start somewhere if you want to be on that road to feeling better. That's the hardest goddamn part. Now you can do it. Now I've been on my journey for, I'd say, like 8 months, roughly. Maybe. Somewhere around there. I don't know. It's been a while now. It's probably going to be years and years and years until I truly feel 100%. But at least I feel like I'm achieving something. I'm getting somewhere. My mom's been on antidepressants for like 15, 20 years. There's nothing to be ashamed about it either. You just want to be happy. You want to be more yourself. And that's totally normal. And if, people are being dicks and assholes, then fuck them. Work on yourself. And that's the most important thing that you can do. Work on yourself. And gosh, shit fucking sucks, man. Shit sucks, dude. It's not easy. At all. But I believe in all of you. So, for the homies in the stream who just kind of wanted like a little brief ideas to like what I do, that's just kind of what I do. I try my best to move on with life and to adjust. And it's hard. Excuse me. Gross. But, you can do it. And I believe in you. Trust me. The hardest part is getting started, but once you get started, it gets easier from there, even if it's very, very slow. It's still getting easier, even if it may not seem like it. Trust me. Well, I've done a couple of takes of this already, and I've kind of condensed it down more and more, so I'm just not putting in filler. I guess so you have kind of like a TLDR. Just, you have to work on yourself. And it's hard to work on yourself, but you can do it. If you got to talk to someone, talk to someone. You have to reach out to someone, reach out to someone. If you need to call the suicide prevention hotline, then call the suicide prevention hotline. And just look it up. I'm going to put some resources in my description of just what I can find, just some places you can go to. And you're not alone. That's the most important thing, is that you're never alone in your own struggle, your own journey to feeling better. Millions of people are in your same shoes. And you shouldn't feel bad about wanting to get better. It's normal to want to get better. And just, god damn it, I fucking believe in you. I believe in all of y'all. I love Paper Mario. Great game. This is the music that's playing. Toad Town. Hell yeah. Great theme. This is cheery to end on. Sick. After this rather bleak topic. But, you know, I believe in y'all. Hold your head up high. Walk with your back straight, you know? Just make that positive change that you want to make. And if you're telling yourself that you can't do it, then by golly, yeah, just fuck it and tell yourself you fucking can. Because you can fucking do it, motherfucker. You fucking do it. And I'll be there with you every step of the way, because I'm also working on it. You're not alone. It's a long road to recovery. And we're in this together. Tons of people are in this together. You just have to realize that you can do it. And you can. You can do anything. Alright. Well, amigos, I could keep rambling on for a little bit, but I'm gonna kind of end this little bit, you know? Again, you know, for people who are in Discord or who watch the stream, you ever need to hit someone up who you're real cool with in the community, just hit them up, you know? Talk about your shit, dude. It's cool. We got you. And to anyone else who stumbles upon the video, I hope you can relate to me, you know? Shit. I'm just a normal, regular-ass person, just like you. I just also has some issues. It's normal. We're all just working on it together. And well, I mean, yeah, that's really it. So, I'm gonna do an outro like critical, you know? Alright, well, that's it. See ya.